Think about the last nightmare you remember, being chased by something you couldn't see clearly, falling from somewhere with no bottom, your teeth crumbling out of your mouth one by one. Now consider this. A person living 50,000 years ago on the African savanna had the exact same dream. Not a similar dream, the same one. Same chase, same falling sensation, same teeth. We know this because researchers have documented recurring nightmare themes across hundreds of isolated cultures with no contact with each other, across every continent, every language, every era of recorded history. And the same handful of scenarios appear everywhere, every time, without exception. That is not a coincidence. That is something embedded so deep in the human brain that 50,000 years of civilization hasn't touched it. And the reason why is stranger than any dream. In 2000, Finnish neuroscientist Antti Revonsuo proposed what is now called the threat simulation theory. His argument was blunt. Dreaming is not random noise from a sleeping brain. It is a biological defense system. And its primary function, the thing evolution built it to do, is to run threat scenarios while you sleep, so your waking self is better prepared to survive them. Think of it as a combat simulator that runs automatically every night, whether you want it to or not. The brain selects the most dangerous situations from your waking experience, or from a deeper ancestral library of dangers, and rehearses them over and over in varying combinations, building the neural pathways that recognize threats faster, respond to fear more efficiently, and make split-second survival decisions more reliably. Being chased is the most common nightmare theme documented worldwide, not because modern humans have unusually stressful lives, because for the vast majority of human existence, something was genuinely trying to eat us most nights. And the brains that rehearsed being chased, that ran that simulation repeatedly in sleep and got better at the response, survived more often than the brains that didn't. You inherited those brains. You inherited their nightmares. The falling dream is even older than that. The sensation of falling while asleep, the sudden jolt that wakes you just before you hit the ground, predates Homo sapiens entirely. It appears across virtually every mammal studied. The leading explanation traces it to our primate ancestors sleeping in trees. A sudden grip failure, a branch giving way in the night. The brains that startled awake at the first sensation of falling survived. The ones that slept through it didn't. That reflex is still running in you tonight. Every time your body jolts you awake from a falling dream, you are experiencing the ghost of a survival mechanism that kept tree-sleeping primates alive millions of years before our species existed. The teeth dream is the strangest of all, and the most revealing. Teeth falling out is one of the most universally reported nightmares across human culture. Ancient Egyptian dream texts documented it. Medieval European manuscripts referenced it. It shows up in modern cross-cultural surveys from countries with no historical connection to each other. The leading current theory isn't psychological, it's physical. Research published in Frontiers of Psychology found that teeth dreams correlate strongly with physical sensation in the jaw during sleep, grinding, tension, dental discomfort. The brain receives a physical signal from the mouth and converts it into the most alarming image it can generate from that location. But why teeth specifically? Why not a neutral image? Because teeth were survival equipment. The ability to process food, to threaten, to defend. A prehistoric human losing their teeth wasn't losing their smile. They were losing their ability to eat, and therefore their ability to live. The brain learned to treat any signal from that region as a catastrophic threat. That lesson is still filed under urgent. Here is what makes all of this genuinely unsettling. We have sent humans to the moon. We have mapped the human genome. We have built machines that think. But the nighttime software running in your sleeping brain tonight is the same version that ran in a cave 50,000 years ago. It hasn't been updated. It doesn't know you're safe. It doesn't know the predator isn't real. It just knows its job. Run the simulation. Keep you ready. Wake you up afraid.